Всем привет, с вами Олегович, и вы на канале Олегович Геймс. У нас сегодня стрим прохождения игрушки Hogwarts Legacy. Так, есть. У нас сейчас уже 35 уровень должен быть, так что не за горами. Стартуем. И так как у нас появилась бомбарда, я теперь смогу, по идее, все заказы Мерлина доделать. То, что для меня было действительно важно и нужно. Так. Что делаем дальше? Сейчас будем смотреть. Рябиновый отвар можно. Да, пускай дальше готовится. Так, слушайте, это сладкая мальва уже до хера ее, мне кажется, нет? А у нас, кстати, еще не все виды есть этих. Китайской же еще капусты нету. Бадьян, сладкая мальва, мандрагора, спорыш. Ну, давайте мандрагора. Не знаю, сладкая мальва. Я не помню, есть что распознавать, бо я вот, блядь, уже забыл. А, есть, да.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Побег спорыша. Так, все туда. Что у нас там происходит? По заданиям. У нас, кстати, не так много заданий. Так, давайте начнем с бомбарды. Карта мира. И проверим, или да, или там бомбардой надо будет разбивать. Так, карта мира. Ну вот, например, здесь, да? Испытание Мерлина. Ну, я помню, что я смотрел бы, мне было интересно, там бомбарда нужна была. Но, блин, если я затуплю сейчас бомбардой, тогда я не знаю, чем там прохерачивать эту вот эту херню. Зима-зимушка. О, пацаны, может давайте устроим им депрессуху?
Bombarder! You shouldn't be here! Confringo! Take him! Stupid one! Confringo!
Slippery as a kelpie, eh?
You done? Confringo!
Stupid one!
Ой, расслабься, блядь.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Можно бухнуть за здоровье, блядь. Так, да, давайте сейчас тут зачистим эту вот херню всю бомбардой.
Bombarder!
Не бомбардой.
Confringo!
Слушайте, а чем вот эти штуки разбивать, народ, блин? Я вот уже теперь начинаю переживать, блин. А чем же ее разбивать?
Levioso! Accio! Glacius! Wingardium Leviosa! Repulso! Descendo!
Я без понятия, чем это разбивать. Слушайте, народ, это вообще печалька. Может, я тут что-то не учел? Ну, по-моему, ее надо разбивать.
Revelio!
Could it be a Merlin trial?
А, А, подожди, я не использовал. Фу, блядь.
Bombarder.
Во, все, а то надо, блин, я затыкал.
Revelio. Bombarder. Alan himself would be proud.
Все. Это бомбардой надо, чтобы было размудячить.
Never anything interesting around here.
Депульсия.
Repulsor. Bombarder. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarder. Confringo.
Ranrock has fooled you all.
Revelio.
Ну, я это еще делаю, потому что у нас там еще и задания есть. Так, да ладно. Мы прошли здесь мерлиновскую тему эту. Так, здесь нам не надо, тут нет. Чик-чик-чик. Ага, тут огонь и злой нрав, я понял вас. Я вас понял. Так, что дальше? Ну, еще тут осталось. Потом потом у нас встреча с Себастьяном. Но я не знаю, надо будет еще посмотреть. Там в открытом мире, может, задания появились.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Confringo.
Так можно было и этим уничтожать. Бля, вот это я затупил, прикидывайте. Блин, ну а чё, бля, я же вроде стрелял.
Revelio. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of
Да,
me.
блядь, мог уже давно сделать эти все задания, когда я их облетал. Ну да ладно. Это не критично.
Revelio. Bombarder. Confringo. Defender. Incendio.
Так. Кстати, давайте сюда сбегаем. Тут печально и известный враг какой-то есть. Хотя, подождите, дай-ка я посмотрю, или я тут не провтыкал ничего. Да вроде нет. Мы вот тут вот эту штуку еще не смотрели. Тем более мы открыли с помощью задания проход в этот замок, насколько я помню. Давайте посмотрим, что там творится. Так, я даже сохранюсь на всякий случай. А чё я не могу? А, уже могу.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson! What you all dribbling over there? Look like you've been had by the flobberworm himself.
I'm sure
Show yourself. Potatoes!
you're the sod that saved Treadwell.
Oh, what's the last
On spells to be toyed with.
Lumos. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender.
Кто там была? Какая-то грозная подруга.
Confringo.
Well, well, well. Looks like we've got a troll slayer.
Bombarda.
Да. Это были опасные пацаны. Так, там даже какие-то мешки есть. О, можно освободить. Замок 3-го уровня. От суть.
Revelio.
Так. Какой-то сундук.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Someone messing about?
Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Confringo.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Погладим кошака.
Revelio.
Яйцо у Ренеспура. Известно, что яйца Ренеспура, которые добываются из пасти трехглавой змеи, повышают умственные способности, поэтому часто используются при приготовлении зелий. Охренеть можно.
Confringo. Revelio. Expulso. Revelio.
Мешок вверх ногами стоит. Интересно. Обидно то, что я не смог
Revelio.
спасти тут животных. 3-й уровень взлома замков. Это вам не это.
Revelio. Revelio.
Так, ну тут, наверное, все. Что я хотел, я тут сделал. Так.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Да что он мог подготовить? Фигня тут все, сейчас разбомбим.
Confringo.
That's that. Settled.
Так, есть. Смотрим, что дальше.
Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Revelio. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo.
my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Так, погнали дальше. Пятый уровень уже.
Confringo.
Merlin himself would be proud.
По кругу.
Bombarda.
Вот и все. Так, тут рядом еще одна есть точка.
What are you up to now?
Кстати, можно к торговцу зайти и попродавать лишники.
Welcome, welcome. Do have a look around.
Revelio.
Hello again, Mr. Thistlewood.
Oh, it's you again, my favorite Hogwarts student. Never attended Hogwarts myself. In fact, I've never been more than a stone's throw from our humble hamlet. Now, how may I be of service?
You never wanted to get out and explore the world around you.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Especially for someone so young. But no, some folk just aren't born with the need to wander. My sister Helen, on the other hand, she saw some of the world in her time as an aura. But I'm happy here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, how can I help?
Так, продаем. Так, все.
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Немножко бабосиков подзаработали.
I know what that means.
Здесь я вообще
Merlin
пропустил эту, блядь, кстати.
Lumos.
Так, еще одна осталась.
Lumos.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Так, так, так. Что дальше? Там я был. Там бомбарда должна быть. Сейчас мы полетим, это сделаем. Ой, бомбарда. Ну, короче, взрывное заклинание.
Handy resource indeed. You're...
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
These Merlin trials.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
Bombarda.
That you, Royland?
Expulso. Protego.
You'll pay for that!
Confringo. Expulso. Dust in it. That goblin. Incendio.
Ну, давайте побьем их, потому что у нас задание.
I've heard centaurs quite
I know your name. You stole our hippogriff. We've been
Обезоружьте
looking for
врага.
you.
Expulso.
Бля, это мне надо будет менять.
You little coward!
Expelliarmus.
Coward! Fight me fair!
Coward. Incendio.
Petrificus totalis!
Incendio. Incendio.
Am I supposed to
Confringo.
be in
Petrificus totalis!
you trolls?
Defendo.
I shall warn.
Expulso. Survive long.
You've heard many of my friends.
Confringo.
Your
Defendo.
They're very weak.
Incendio.
I will not
Confringo.
You're no match for me.
Defendo.
You will pay for your deeds.
Incendio.
Кто там, блядь, на меня машет?
Petrificus totalis!
А бомбарда?
Confringo. Defendo.
Рябинового уже некуда девать.
Revelio.
Где-то еще один должен быть.
You should.
And no one to share in my victory.
Так, хорошо, давайте дальше. Это все весело, конечно, но тем не менее.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Confringo.
Где-то еще одно должно быть.
Revelio.
Ага, вижу.
Confringo. Revelio.
Ага, понял, заныкали.
Confringo.
That's that. Settled.
Так, смотрим, что у нас дальше. Тут я был, там я был. Сюда идем. Ого, тут сразу какие-то враги есть.
Goblin.
Incendio.
What was that?
Confringo. Defendo. Bombarda.
It's the student from the... You won't get away with that.
Confringo. Incendio.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Быстро раскатали этих двух пацанов.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Да, что такое?
Revelio. Confringo.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
О, это же эти астрономические столы. Подожди, а я, по-моему, по всем был, да? Или не был?
Revelio.
Я, по-моему, все оббегал. А ну, подожди, сейчас я посмотрю. Ну, можно сделать чисто проверку, блин.
Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here.
Ну, я, по-моему, здесь был. Да, все это. Все закрыто уже.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Revelio. Bombarda.
You're like...
Confringo.
There you are.
You're the one who released Oaks.
Rather unwise coming back this way.
You won't defeat us all.
Let's get this.
Confringo.
That student defeated our encampment in the tower.
Bombarda.
Never seen a wizard use magic like you.
Incendio.
You've been paying attention in defense against the dark arts. You think you're so stealthy? No!
Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
Так, пораскидывали их немножко.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Да, прям такой сюрприз, что куда там.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Так, последнее вот это, походу, осталось.
Merlin himself would be proud.
У вас свои разборки. Так, что тут у нас еще есть интересного? Интересного есть вот что. Да, в принципе, можно полететь туда.
One less. Oh, there.
That's the student who released Oaks. You won't be able to stop this escape from the town.
А я тут не вижу.
You've managed to board the...
А, я понял.
Incendio. Confringo.
There's that sneaky little student.
Incendio. Confringo.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways.
Petrificus totalis.
Прикольно.
Confringo. Confringo.
That's that.
Отлично.
Settled.
Так. По уходу еще вот это одна осталась, и все. Как раз закончим уже. Последняя эта точка Мерлина осталась. Ну, вот те из тех, которые у меня были обозначены на карте. Там еще кусок территории есть, который не открыл, поэтому там еще может быть куча всякой лабуды. О, кстати, можем подбежать и продать.
Nice to see you again. What do you have for sale?
Так.
What are we looking for today?
Мгм, так, не густо вещей было,
Thank you for
честно говоря.
stopping in. I appreciate it.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Lumos.
Так. Так, ну тут вроде как все понятно.
Lumos.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Так, есть. Теперь идемте по доп. Заданиям. Так. Подождите, Себастьян, да? Опасное открытие. Называется у нас миссия. Так. Так, а что тут? Есть что-то интересное?
Revelio.
Сейчас же, по-моему, ночь. Я не ошибаюсь.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Ух ты, замок 3-го уровня. Блять. Ну, вернемся потом сюда.
Revelio.
Понятно. Войти в крипту.
Revelio. You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Так, дальше ведем разговор.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Так, хорошо.
Revelio.
Так, сваливаем отсюда. И что теперь? Мы не разговариваем. Так, хорошо, давайте, знаете что? Я помню, что здесь было какое-то задание. Да, поле призывателя. Так. Давайте его пройдем. Там эти опять шары катать, блядь, придется. Надо будет до утра, наверное, ждать, я так предполагаю. Так, давайте сохранимся тут. С кем мы там должны сойтись в бою? Опять подруга какая-то.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
Ну да, что нам, блядь, терять?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of.
Ах ты хитрая жопа, блядь. Так, надо здесь сделать проверку.
Accio.
Блядь. Я уже понял, что делать.
You didn't see that.
Бля, надо, короче, раньше отпускать.
That's the way to do it.
Accio.
What a remarkable shot. Well, it appears I've been bested.
Ха-ха, я на соточку поставил. На шару, блядь. Я думал до 50 тянуть.
Well done. Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
Стараемся.
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
Так, эту мы шляпу прошли. Я предлагаю по Хогвартсу просто сейчас быстренько глянуть. И мне кажется, тут могут быть еще какие-то скрытые задания. Типа вот так делаешь. Ни хера нету, понял? А вот есть, видите? Снятие проклятия. Сейчас по доп. Заданиям пробежимся. Так, кстати, тут есть какие-то замочки. Нихера не видно, ну да ладно.
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
Что случилось?
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William, the one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to...
Кролики из нашего сада.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Конечно.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
Понятно. Ну, идемте разбираться.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
Так, где это находится? А, так мы даже здесь были. Ой-ой-ой. Да ладно, пробежимся еще разок.
to find the tomb in Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a circle. I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Фамильная гробница Дейлов.
Well, my feet didn't turn into beets. That's a good start.
Revelio. Lumos.
Ой, здесь что-то сейчас будет, не?
Revelio.
That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
И все? Я думаю, на обратке тут какая-то должна быть движня. Вот тут, я думаю, что это будет. Не, ну так неинтересно. Я думал, тут будет какой-то бой.
Revelio.
Мы же здесь были тогда, да-да-да.
Should have known a herbologist would use devil's snare.
Да, мы здесь уже все зачистили, получается. О, Колян, привет. Ты Хогвартс, наверное, закинул, я так понял. Вообще не видел, что ты играл. Тебя, видно, не зашла. Игруля. Ой, эти пушистики. Так, теперь обратно к Саманте надо стартовать. Хогвартс. Миссия легкая из-за того, что мы уже тут были. В этой гробнице.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Меня чуть не убил тролль.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.
Так, хорошо. Ну, закрыли это заданица. Давайте глянем, может, еще какие-то есть побочные миссии в Хогвартсе. Так, тут мы смотрели. Тут мы смотрели. Тут тоже. Ни хрена нету. То же самое. Ну, все, в принципе. Все побочки такие сделали. Единственное, что мы еще Хогвартс не обыскали. Но я не буду сейчас это делать. Чтобы закрыть задание Луны мистера Муна. Давайте на сюжетную идем. Огонь и злой нрав. Так, ну я играл, но сейчас с Destiny Влад поднимает. Да я понял, что ты больше в основном сейчас с Destiny сидишь. Ну я тоже поигрывал. Сейчас до 50 уровня я прокачал боевой пропуск. Вчера вот как раз не 50, я по-моему даже больше, 54. Не помню. Ну я так, качаю, чтобы катализаторы выкачать на лук. Там надо сыграть и горнило, гамбит или этот вот, налеты. Я в гамбите сижу в основном. Там быстрее бои проходят. То потом будет каталик на лук. Я закрою каталик на лук. Плюс я качаю еще эту винтовку импульсную до 30 уровня, чтобы можно было улучшить катализатор до последнего, до 4 уровня. Вот. Так что вот такое. Так, тем более завтра будет обновление опять сюжетной части там миссии. Ну, посмотрим, короче. Потихонечку тоже проходим это все. Так, нам сюда, Не знаю, давайте отсюда, наверное, стартанем. Если в Хогвартсе, ну, максимально все делать, то игра такая, не маленькая получается. Здесь, если просто тупо валить по сюжету, ну, тут не получится, потому что придется доп делать задание, чтобы магию всю изучить, иначе будешь без магии вообще. Так что тут в любом случае доп задания надо многие делать, не все, но многие из них. Зима-зимушка. Ого, нихера себе, где это? Там колдует уже, блядь. А, это ж нас браконьеров надо отхерачить. Давай, на браконьеров идем.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Так, побежали за Поппи. Имя тоже такое Поппи, блядь.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Нас предупредили, короче.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Быстренько сундучок взяли. Жалко его тут было бы оставлять, не?
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Ну и что, нашли
This
какой-то лагерь?
is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Revelio. Pelt. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Я, короче, как Шерлок Холмс, она стояла и
Anything
ждала.
interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here.
Ей
I
не
don't have a
страшно,
good
блядь.
feeling about this.
Она что, умеет сильно колдовать, чувствую, с нее пользы
How
будет
did
никакой.
goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
That curiosity, young... Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet.
It's Totalis.
What was that? Stop!
Incendio.
Help me!
Hold still!
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio. Reparo.
Ну тут вообще колдуем не по-детски, блядь.
Revelio.
Вроде все позабирали. А, у них палатка браконьеров, она конячая, я помню.
What in Merlin's name?
Дракон? Нихера себе.
Are those dragons?
It's a
Беспредел,
dragon
короче.
fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's a brilliant idea.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain.
Revelio.
Ну, подожди, Поппи, блядь.
Revelio.
Хрен откроешь.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
I say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence...
Ready to fight? Someone's here.
Bombarder. Defender. Revelio.
Так, надо осмотреться здесь. С драконами это не прикольно придумано. Хера себе тут движение. А чё четкости нету, блядь? А, тут какой-то барьер стоит. А, специально, магически. Нихера себе.
Revelio.
Вот это поворот.
You can learn a lot from weather though, can't you? It's like everything's all told right before...
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Хотят переручить дракона.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Согласен. Шансы надо уравнять.
Revelio.
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
нас это диверсия в тыл, короче.
Hello, Hamora.
Это интересная миссия с драконами, мне нравится. Прикольно сделали. Так может в этот мешок бы запихнул свой, блядь, как его там?
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count. Revelio.
Careful! Ramrod will want his dragon intact! Show yourself!
Shall we finish what we've started?
Let me out, son! Near our point! Let me out, son! Let me out, son! Let me out, son! Let me out, son! You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
О, эти пришли, которые помощнее.
I've seen many witches lost things. Rather unwise coming back is your best one.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Still having
Какой замес пошел, блядь.
You're not even trying.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Есть.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Надо сваливать отсюда.
This way.
Ну, мелкая там воевала, слышишь, со взрослыми чародеями. А, я смеялся с этого. Да ее бы там разнесли в клочья, блядь. Даже для меня это, я уже просто как бы владею древней магией, еще могу воевать. А она там, я не знаю, что бы там воевала.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
Надо
I
яйцо
don't
дать.
think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
А ты не в опасности, не мелко. Тебя не узнают, если что.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
У меня есть комната, я могу там дракона выращивать. Ну, да
We
ладно.
aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Все, так, тут прошли защитник драконов. Эту всратую мандра... Ну, вообще, да, пускай будет. А что дальше-то?
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Жду еще сов. Что это? Только одна сова добыть того не может. Ну да ладно. Задача профессора Уизли. Заберите страницу для руководства в подземной гавани. Хорошо. Задача профессора Уизли. Где это находится? Чудо задачи. Ага, Хогвартс. Я бы ночью это делал, потому что, блин, нам еще эти статуэтки понаходить, чтобы третий уровень открывать замков. Тут очень важен этот момент, потому что очень много чего скрыто за третьим уровнем замков. И это ядрить, колотить. А, это мы сразу же в библиотеке. Подожди, я не понял. А где есть еще одна секция?
Revelio. Revelio. Mine now, Demi guys. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. Revelio.
Так, надо сваливать отсюда.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Первый уровень.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from...
Revelio.
Так, накидали нам уже занятий.
Акио.
Нет, это не то. Не та книжка.
Revelio.
Так, давайте идемте туда сначала, бо у меня оно здесь нормально не показывает. Или подожди, или оно наверху. Просто не хочется отсюда туда-сюда бегать. Давайте быстренько чекнем. Да, так и есть. Оно здесь наверху.
That book, Professor Weasley.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my
Что это
quiz.
за сумасшедшая?
Quiz.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Какое волшебное существо участвовало в Квиддиче до изобретения золотого снитча?
The snake bird.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be
Ну это я
extinct.
не знал. Что за
Next
дурные
question.
вопросы?
Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consist of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council.
Я эту книгу
The
никогда не
Wizards'
заберу.
Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding
Что это за
Secrecy,
заучка
which
тут?
required
Похоже
a
на
more
Гермиону
structured
Грейнджер,
government
блядь.
to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Украинский железнобрюк. Перуанский змеезуб. Антипод.
The Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Она что, гонит?
A Letherfold.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
The Stunning Spell.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus Charm. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Да, блядь.
The Verne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through
Что,
its
она
mouth?
издевается, блядь?
The Rune Spore.
That's right! According to parcel mouths, each of the rune's paws' 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ильверморни.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect. The answer was amortentia. Amortentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Ты задрала, блядь, меня, дорогая.
Wonderful. I do
У
admire
меня
your
сейчас
thirst for
терпение
knowledge.
закончится, блядь.
Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Beatrix Bloxham.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct! Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Sophophorus bean.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
His wand.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
The Scottish Highlands.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Amset.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humouring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Revelio!
Это книга, так, книга трансфигурации средний уровень. Эта книга непременно поможет студенту, который хочет заняться более сложными видами трансфигурации. Профессор Уизли часто рекомендует ее своим студентам с отличной успеваемостью в качестве легкого чтива. Да, капздец, какое там легкое чтиво. Но это меня, конечно, вздрючило здесь по полной. Ночная, блядь, подруга здесь читает, видите ли, в библиотеке она. Охренеть не встать, блядь.
You're my second favorite hero.
Слушайте, может тут есть что-то поближе, дорога какая-то? Это что-то далеко прям. Так. Красиво зиму тут сделали. Нихера себе место тут заныканное. С какими-то лодками.
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor.
Подземная гавань. Глубоко под внутренним двором виадука расположена пристань для лодок, на которой доставляют первокурсников через Черное озеро в Хогвартс.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Revelio.
Сратый рябиновый отвар. Ты сучий Поттер. Я не знал, что тут лифт еще есть. Хера себе, блядь. Давайте посетим урок этой Уизли и все, наверное. Сегодня хватит нам прохождений. Интересно. У нас там еще, блин, куча заданий как раз повылазила. Это уже на следующий стримчанский.
Revelio.
Oh, my exams.
Hello,
one of them
Homura.
deserves more than a T.
Так, есть.
Mine now, damn you guys. Revelio.
Какая-то записка. О. Так, шкаф с Богартом. Говорят, что в этом старом шкафу когда-то обитал могущественный Богарт, который едва могли остановить 5 профессоров, когда он постоянно менял свой облик между оборотнем, торнадо, тарелкой Хоггиса, венгерским хвосторогом и чьей-то тещей. Чьей-то тещей.
Revelio.
Ну что ж, я тут прям удачно заскочил.
Never forget what that awful book do.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Понятно.
Revelio.
Это где-то под низом, что ли? Хрен его знает.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Шуть, а сейчас считается ночь или нет? Не понять. Да, ночь. Просто чтобы не просрать это говно, блядь, этих статуэток. Бабочка вон есть.
Aloha Mora.
Блядь.
Levioso. Levioso. Accio.
Я уже забыл, чем там, блядь.
Confringo.
Чем там надо херачить?
Expulso.
Комната с головоломкой Депульсио 2, вы прикидываете?
Accio. Revelio.
Статуя сфинкса. Сфинкс — волшебная тварь с человеческой головой и телом льва. Из-за его неизрядной интеллекта и склонности к различным головоломкам и загадкам сфинкса веками используют ведьмы и волшебники для охраны своих ценностей и тайных убежищ.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Слушайте, где-то зеркало. Это зеркало, короче. Вот это вот, походу, да?
Lumos.
Я тут сохранюсь, и мы как раз... я планирую, что мы пойдем туда дальше. Вот сюда мы пойдем. Так, хорошо, спасибо, кто смотрел. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, оставляйте свои комментарии.